Good good morning, friends. So again here after a few days, and we are the last fag of the lesson, and that is poverty as a challenge. Today, I will try to sum up the lesson, or maximum it will be by tomorrow. So get ready for that for the lessons today. Now, my topic is today is started from vulnerable groups. And what do you mean by vulnerable groups? These vulnerable groups are basically they are the poverty among social groups and economic category varies in India. Social groups basically vulnerable who are prone to some type of aspect, that is scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, economic backward classes, agricultural labor, right? Widows, labor and poor labor and households, and they are the basically vulnerable groups. So ये वो groups हैं जो पार्टी से बहुत नजदीक हैं. They are the common people. They are very common people, scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, backward class, backward tribe people, right? So they are basically common man, a very common man, who are vulnerable to poverty, right? Then let's start with the story of Sivaraman. Story of Sivaraman, basically, he's a person. He lives in a Tamil Nadu, working in a fabric, Hapalum fabric. So this is a story, right? But the person is a poor person. He's unable to feed his children. Uh, complete, his children basically goes for an empty stomach also. The girls are not going to the school, right? He has lot of liabilities. So, and income is very less and expenditures are high. So these people are vulnerable group. Now then we have got the interstate disparities. What do you mean by interstate disparities? Poverty in India also has another aspect of dimension. The proportion of poor people is not the same in every state. Poor people are not same in every state. Proportion, their proportion. Although state level party has witnessed a secular decline, although India has lot of decline in party, but lot of thing has to do. For example, Maharashtra, in comparison, there has been a significant decline in part in Kerala, Maharashtra, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Gujarat, West Bengal. State like Punjab and Haryana have traditionally succeeded in reducing poverty with the help of agricultural growth rates. Let me tell you one thing. In Punjab and Haryana, the people are, I must say that in comparison to other states, they are rich. Why they are so? Because due to the agricultural aspect, they have lot of agricultural activities, and they have got a good having a good land. They are big landlords over there in Punjab and Haryana, and Rajasthan even. Right. So their poverty ratio is less than other states' poverty ratio. And in Kerala, human resources are there. A lot of, if you go to any country of the world, you will find Malayalis are there. In medical health, medical scene, medical line, you will find a lot of doctors, nurses, paramedical people. They are working abroad. Dubai, Saudi Arabia, North African countries, everywhere you will find Keralians, and they used to send the money from that country to their own state. So Kerala reduced the poverty rate due to the human resources. Kerala has focused more on human resources development. In West Bengal में क्या है? West Bengal ने भी बहुत सारा poverty को reduce कर लिया. Land reforms are very good in West Bengal. They have reduced. In Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu, public distribution system is the fantastic over there. everyone is getting the food from PDS system. The poor people, they are getting PDS from, they're getting help from the PDS system. So many states, they have chosen some type of aspect to help those poor people so that the poverty should be reduced. Now, next topic is Next topic is global party scenario. Global party scenario. A global party scenario में क्या है? The proportion of people in different countries living in extreme economic poverty, defined by the World Bank as living on less than $1.90 per day. जो लोग जिन I'm translating it into Hindi, basically the people who are getting $1.90 per day, they World Bank said they are the poor people, and they have fallen 30, and now it's also reduced. 36% is reduced in party ratio in global party scenario. मैंने ग्लोबल पार्टी सिनेरियो में 36% पहले जैसे बहुत था, 36% कम हो चुका है. Means it's a good sign. It's a good sign. Although there has been a substantial reduction in global party, it's written. Although there has been a substantial reduction in global party में काफी कमी हुई है. किसमें? गरीबी के अंदर, ग्लोबल के अंदर, पूरे वर्ल्ड में. It is marked with the greater regional differences. Party decline substantial in China. अब चाइना की जो पॉपुलेशन है वो बहुत ज्यादा है, लेकिन उसके हिसाब से चाइना ने अपनी पार्टी को बहुत कम कर लिया है. And other Southeast Asian countries, resulting of rapid economic growth. China, China is one of the, you can say it's just like a superpower. Their economy is very good, right? So their rapid economic growth, industrialization in China, and massive investments in human resources development. It reduced the proportion it reduced the proportion in China very less. Number of poor in China has come down from 88.3% in 1981 to 14.7% in 2008 and 8. So Sri Lanka is, and they are this country is followed by, in the countries of South Asia, India, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Nepal, Bangladesh, Bhutan, poverty declined. Poverty, it's a good sign that poverty declined over there. So this is global poverty scenario. Next, my topic is causes of poverty. Give me a few minutes time. This is causes of poverty. Now, what are the causes of poverty? आप सोचो कि basically you should have book along with you. This is page number 38. Causes of poverty में क्या है? First of all, you take the British colonial administration. British colonial administration. So they are the responsible. Britishers came in India in 1602, near about. From 1602, they left India in 1947. East India Company, then 1857, East India Company was banned and many things happened. It is the part of history. So why they came? They know that India is a Sone ki chiriya, golden peacock. So what has happened? They plunder India. Right. Due to their policies, to a policy of plunder, right? Divide and rule, right? Less of industrialization, right? So the policies of the colonial government ruined India traditionally, or India was very much good in its own handicraft. And handicraft, and they discouraged our handicraft. When the people involved in handicraft, they were discouraged and they have to leave that particular job, handicrafting job. So what to do? They have to switch over to another job. So this is one of the major cause. The low rate growth persisted until 1980s. हमारा जो डिक्लाइन है ना, low growth rate of economic growth rate, low economic growth rate. It continues up to it continues 1980s तक ये कंटिन्यू रहा. मतलब 1947 से लेकर 1980 तक ये कंटिन्यू रहा. ब्रिटिश कॉलोनियल पॉलिसीज, नंबर वन. देन नंबर टू, हमारा जो पॉपुलेशन है, population, the account by high growth rate of population. India is second largest country, populated country in the world after China. तो population growth बहुत ज्यादा हमारे देश में, right? और उस growth के according to the growth, our economic growth is less. अंडरस्टैंड इट. हमारी मतलब इनकम कम है, पॉपुलेशन ज्यादा हो रही है, तो हमें क्या करना पड़ेगा? व्हाट वी हैव टू डू? वी हैव टू कंट्रोल आवर पॉपुलेशन. पॉपुलेशन ग्रोथ को कम करके इकोनॉमिक ग्रोथ को बढ़ाना पड़ेगा. देयर आर मेनी पॉइंट्स टू हाउ टू इंप्रूव इकोनॉमिक ग्रोथ. नाउ वी हैव डन लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स इन इकोनॉमी to support economic growth. We have done a lot, right? India is one of the best countries in the economy in the world. Right. So we are doing it. We are persisting it. We are continuing it. Right. So this was accompanied by high growth rate of population, but we have to control. Still, we have to control. Still, let me tell you one thing. More than 25 million people are still below in poverty line. Right. अभी भी कई लोगों को मुफ्त खाना राशन दिया जा रहा है. Why? Because they are below poverty line. They are basically hawkers, dihadidar mazdoor, and scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, unemployment. And look now, let me tell you, a few days ago I got one estimate that Haryana is also having a lot of educated unemployment. High growth rate of educated unemployment. So we have to control our population. There is no other alternative. This is the second one. Then we have got the irrigation facilities. Okay, now we are doing it, but जो काम घटना घट गई है पहले, poor irrigation facilities, the effect is still continuing. Okay, green revolution, you heard it, green revolution. पहले भी मैं चैप्टर आपको करवा चुका हूँ. I have done already. I am repeating this chapter only. तो green revolution में क्या हुआ? पंजाब, हरियाणा and western UP. They were only the facilitator, right? उनको बहुत कुछ facilities मिली, बाकियों को नहीं मिली. So other states, they were declining. So with the spread of irrigation and green revolution, many job opportunities were created in the agriculture sector, but the effects were limited in some parts of India. That is Punjab, Haryana, and Western UP. The industries, both in public and private sector, did provide some jobs, but they were not enough to absorb all the job seekers. Industrialization हो रहा है, public sectors हैं, private sectors हैं, government sectors हैं, but they are unable to absorb all the people who are unemployed. So this is another. And next is that income inequalities. Income inequalities बहुत ज़्यादा. Good states are there, some states are very good, right? And that is in this income inequalities के अंदर basis social cultural economic growth rate is very less. Social culture and economic factors lead to extra expenditure which ultimately increase poverty. हमारी जो expenditure है ना बहुत ज़्यादा बढ़ गए हैं. Earlier the people were less poor. Now the scenario is absolutely opposite, right? So land reforms which aimed at reduction of assets in rural areas have not been implemented properly. अब West Bengal के अंदर land reform bill introduce किया गया, right? So land reform is West Bengal में जब introduce किया गया, it is very good in West Bengal, but land reform bill should be equally effective It should be, I said, equally effective in other states, but it is not. It is not. For example, Kerala, right? Kerala developed its human resources. Kerala developed its human resources, but human resources are very much in plenty in throughout India. But the other states are unable to develop their human resources. For example, same thing, Punjab and Haryana and Western UP and Rajasthan, some part of West Bengal and Bihar, they have a good capacity. They have a good result after the Green Revolution. They have got good capacity to develop the agricultural production, but Punjab, Haryana, Himachal, there's some pockets, Western UP and all, some pockets are there. They have developed very nicely, but other states were not. So, no, development is not systematical in every state. That is the main reason. Many other social, cultural, and economic factors are also responsible. Right? Small farmers need money, and they are unable to pay back. Right. So number one, agriculture inputs are like seeds, fertilizer, pesticides, etc. They need for this. Since poor people hardly have enough saving, they borrow the money, and they when they are unable to, give, unable to pay back, unable to repay them. Sometimes there are lot of suicide cases are there. So we are facing we are we are facing lot of problem in this aspect. Then we have to have anti-poverty measures. That is, anti-poverty measures may basically we have to have promotion of economic growth. Promotion of economic growth. Number one, एंटी पॉवर्टी मेजर्स क्या है कि गरीबी को खत्म करने के लिए क्या मेजर्स गवर्नमेंट लेके आई है. सबसे पहले फॉर द फर्स्ट इज प्रमोशन ऑफ इकोनॉमिक ग्रोथ का प्रमोशन. इकोनॉमिक की ग्रोथ करोगे तभी तो पार्टी रिड्यूस होगी ना. तो इकोनॉमिक ग्रोथ को रिड्यूस करना है, इकोनॉमिक ग्रोथ को इंक्रीज करना है, सो दैट प्रमोशन ऑफ इकोनॉमिक ग्रोथ शुड बी देयर and party should be reduced. Then targeted anti-party programs. Anti-party program, government has opened many programs. For example, Pradhan Mantri Gram Rozgar Yojana, Pradhan Mantri Sadak Yojana, Pradhan Mantri Annodaya Yojana, Garib Kalyan Yojana. Right. So what are these? Anna Yojana, food program for the poor people. Abhi still, it's just continuing. It will continue up to March. November se shuru hua hai, and it will continue up to March for the poor people. Right? Government is trying, but the after effect of these programs are less due to the one aspect. The one thing is that one cause is that we are lot of poor people are there in India. Still we are, and educated poor people are there. They are unable to get the employment. Right? They are the haridar workers, scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, backward class, and backward tribe. Lot of people are there who are poor. So उनकी तरफ ये समान रूप से नहीं पहुंच पाता. Whatever the program government is doing, it is not equally distributed in every state. That is one. Over a period of 30 years, listening up to the early 80s, there were little per capita income growth and not much reduction in poverty. Right. So this is one of the main aspects. Then promotion. There is a strong link between economic growth and poverty reduction. Obviously, there is a strong linkage between economic growth and poverty reduction. Economic growth widens and increase in scope area, opportunities, and provide the resources needed to invest in human development. जब हमारी economic growth बढ़ेगी, तब हम human development के ऊपर उसका खर्चा करेंगे. Right? Listen to me very carefully. When economic growth, okay, suppose your economic growth is very good. Right? Your economic growth is very good. It means your incoming is very good. So your lifestyle will be nice comparison to earlier days, right? Your expenditure will be good because your income is very good. High economic growth encourages people to send their children to the school, and many people in India, they are unable to send their children to the school because they are unable to give the fee and food to them. That's why midday meal started in all. It started from Tamil Nadu and Andhra Pradesh, and it is now everywhere in India in the school, basically government and aided school, that you are getting midday meal. Why? Because the children should not think that what we will eat. खाना पेट में भूखे तो पड़ेंगे क्या? जब भूख ही लगी है तो नहीं पढ़ पाएंगे वो ना. तो at the time when the lunch is there, the government is providing food so that the students should give all the efficiency in their efficiency for the studies, right? So that is there. Now some important programs are there today. I will try to finish up the topic today. Now some important programs. Some important programs आप देखिए ना, एंटी पावर्टी मेजर्स में जाइए आप, आपको पेज नंबर 39 के अंदर एंटी पावर्टी मेजर्स में 39 के अंदर आपको lot of you will find that what type of programs is there for to reduce the poverty. Here I'm giving in the screen page number 39, right, second column and first paragraph. Okay. Now, in short, I'm giving you. You should continue. Listen me very enthusiastically and carefully. First is Prime Minister Rozgar Yojana, PMRY, Prime Minister Rozgar Yojana. It was launched in 1993. When it was launched? It was launched in 1993. The aim of the program is to create self-employment opportunities for educated unemployed youth in rural areas. गांव के लोगों में जो educated हैं उनके लिए काम खोजना, काम खोज कर देना. And small towns. They are helping setting up small business and industries. Bank are giving them loans, right? The government is helping them not to go for the all. They cannot get, everyone cannot get the government job, so they can start their own smart up. जो smart up शुरू हो चुके हैं, right? They can start their own small industries, small shop and all. They can feed themselves. स्वरोजगार योजना जिसे हम कहते हैं. Then Rural Employment Generation Program, REGP, Rural Employment Generation Program. Rural के अंदर, गांव के अंदर, India is a full of villages, the country of villages. The progress starts from the village itself. So it was launched in 1995. The aim of program is to create self-employment opportunities in rural areas and small towns. A target for creating 25 lakh jobs has been set up for the program under the 10th 5-year plan. 10th 5-year plan के अंदर 10th 5-year plan के अंदर 10th 5-year plan के अंदर इसको इनको लाया गया है कि बेसिकली रूरल एम्प्लॉयमेंट जनरेशन प्रोग्राम को डेवलप किया जाए ताकि गांव के लोगों को जॉब नौकरी मिलती रहे. Then स्वर्ण जयंती ग्राम रोजगार योजना, and then rural employment generation program started when in 1995. 1995 से शुरू किया गया था. अब स्वर्ण ग्राम स्वरोजगार योजना